Apologies. I'm Dr. Shamin Renwick, and thank you very much, Dr. Herbert, for that very nice introduction. And I would like to echo our director's words of a very, very warm welcome to the School of Education, both to the new and the returning students. With that, I'm going to do a short presentation. If you give me a moment, I'll share my screen. And hide. Let's see. All right. Can you confirm that you're seeing my screen, please?
Yes, we are seeing your screen.
Okay, great. Thank you very much. Okay, so today's session is learning a little bit about the School of Education Library and the Ahmed Jordan Library. So I said welcome to you already, and I look forward to seeing you in person as we go through this semester. At today's talk, I'm going to cover a few slides on the Ahmed Jordan Library, the School of Education Library, introduce you just photos to the library staff, and one slide on why you should use the library services that we have. So first, the UA St. Augustine campus libraries are numerous. You can see a list of them here. My talk is going to focus on the first two, but please remember that all of these libraries that you see listed here are available to you to study, to utilize the resources as well. So the Ahmed Jordan Library, which is located on the main campus, has a number of resources to which we all have access, the entire UE community. So when you go to the School of Education Library online resources or the Ahmed Jordan's webpage, you have access to over 262 databases, over 67,000 ebooks, a number of e-journals at the Ahmed Jordan Library. In terms of the print resources, you have almost 500,000 books, a number of print journals, and a number of bound serials. There are lots of audiovisual materials, maps, photographs, multimedia, and microfilm. There are also the UE MPhil and PhD thesis collection. There's a print collection that you can have access to. Of the over 5,000 items, 2,000 of them have been scanned, so you can see them online. And you also have access to A-grade MEd projects. There are 166 special collections, and of course, the special collections are numerous, depending on what you are studying or what you would like to present to students in your classes. You have access to all of these items that you can research and utilize to enhance your own teaching and your own research. As I said, the Ahmed Jordan Library, for those of you who have not been on campus, it's a 4-story building located on the south end, where we call the JFK quadrangle, where the concessionaires are, and you get food if you're on campus. The Ahmed Jordan Library is located there. The library has a number of study spaces, so you can have space for individual and group work. You are allowed to use the resources and the facilities at the Ahmed Jordan Library. There are 2 computer labs where you have access to a number of resources. These 2 are available at the School of Education Library, but we're going to talk about that shortly. They also have a 27-hour reading room. So if you wish to study late at night, you do have access to the reading room as well as one of the computer labs. The Humanities and Education collection is located on the 3rd floor. And what will be of most interest to you, the postgrad students, are the West Indiana and Caribbean collection, which is located on the 2nd floor. Note that you can borrow books, journals, tablets, the MiFi units that they have at the Ahmed Jordan Library. And as I said, well, they are the computer lab and the reading room. The library is going to have their orientation sessions from the 5th to the 16th of September, Monday to Friday. There will be virtual sessions, so you can look out on their website, but there will be physical tours of the library from at 10, 1, 3, and 5 p.m. You simply go to the library at those hours on any of these days, Monday to Friday, and you should be able to access a tour of the library. I strongly encourage you to do this. The opening hours of the Albert Jordan Library come the 12th of September. It's Monday to Friday, 8:30 to 7 p.m. for this semester. So let us switch and talk a little bit about the School of Education Libraries now, library facilities. So we are located on what we call the new building, albeit it's been around for a while. We are located on the ground floor at the entrance next to the security. And our opening hours, we are going to open from 8:30 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday to Thursday. Fridays, we will close at 5. And Saturdays, we are going to open from 9 to 5 from October. In September, we are just going to do 9 to 1 while you settle in, get registered, figure out what you're doing. But by October, we will be opening on Saturdays from 9 to 5 p.m. Let's talk about the School of Education Library Resources. We do have a set of computers, and though I have not highlighted, there is a postgraduate room next to this set of open computers where you can have a computer and some quiet space to do some research. The difference between the Albert Jordan Library, which caters for everyone, the School of Education Library Resources are education-related material. So our collection of over 25,000 books are education-based. We do have 57 print and online titles. The e-journals to which you have access to that focus on education and related material are over 1,000. We do have our own School of Education West Indiana collection. And so apart from going to the main library, our collection is education-based. You can have a look at that when you come in. There are some materials that you can borrow out of the library and some that you have to use in the library. We also have School of Education student projects available for research. So sometimes, depending on your topic, you may find background information in the MEd papers and even the DepEd collection. The library services at School of Ed are both in library and online. And the services that we offer, you can come in and access, you can go online, you can talk to me, you can talk to library staff. What we offer are book loans, thesis checks, reference queries, help with your research, how to access material, how to reference, how to cite and reference, how to use the EndNote reference management software. Research consultations can be both online and in person. Just contact me. We can set up a meeting and we can have a discussion. And with regards to preparing your thesis, we can discuss the formatting and the referencing where you're using APA 7th edition. We do have some handouts that you can access as well. They're online handouts. We try to keep them up to date. So just talk to me, talk to library staff, and we'll provide access to these things. In terms of the book loans, postgraduates have access to 12 items. 5 of them are from the reserve collection, short and in library use. We also have items that you can borrow up to 2 weeks. You can do renewals in person, or you can call the library. You do have only a one-time renewal, however. There are fines, but we need not discuss fines except to say to you that if you do incur fines and you don't pay them, your accounts will be blocked and you will not be able to borrow. And when you have to register the following year or even get your caution money, you will have issues. So let's start, have no overdues, no fines, that it will become a non-issue. All right. If you want to borrow something and you cannot find it, whether it's a book, we can request if the book is out, we will ask for it and hold it for you. If you are online and you see an item that you want and you cannot access full text, do not give up. Please contact me, contact the library staff. We can pay for some of the items for you, or we can access it from one of the other campuses. So do not give up if you go online and you do not see full text immediately available. Other services that we have, we do offer printing and photocopying. Your UE ID card allows the creation of an account to pay for these prints and copies. We do spiral binding. As I said, we have the computer lab and the postgraduate room with computers. In terms of our online services, you can go to the School of Education Library's website, and there you can access the online chat. You can do an Ask a Librarian form. You can follow us on Facebook, and these are some of the means by which you can access the online services. This is what the library's website looks like at this time. You can simply do a Google search. If you cannot remember this URL, you will find us. Immediately, those of you who wish to start doing some searching, checking on things, you go to the Discover menu, you click on UE link, and you will have access to all the UE's subscribed online resources of the 4 campuses. You can, if you wish, search St. Augustine alone. However, to maneuver and move around UE link, you can just contact us and we will help you to navigate the resources that we have. So to access the online library resources, you can do this both on and off campus. You need your UE ID number and password to log in. It's the same password as the UE portal, my.ue.edu, my e-learning. And what do you get access to? E-journals, e-books, e-documents, databases, indexes. And as I said before, if full text is not available, do contact us. Always log into the page so you can see all the available full text. There are past examination papers for some courses. If you're trying to get through and there's an issue, please send an email to servicedesk@sta.ue.edu and the campus IT services will respond. They're pretty good at responding and you will get assistance with your access and connection issues. I had mentioned you can do the Ask a Librarian service. So if you want to send in very quickly, if you click on Ask a Librarian under services, you can get a form, you can send a query right away. We do have the online chat on Monday to Friday from 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. When you come onto this site, you will see an online button on the right-hand side. You click on it, and you will, or you may see need help, speak to us here, click on it, and you are going to get a form. A staff member will be online and they will provide you put in your name, your email, and you can start chatting with them immediately. However, if you come onto this site and no one is there after 8 or before 2 p.m., you will see send messages. If you click on this, you will be able to send us an email and we will get in touch with you as soon as possible. UE Space is our institutional repository. Again, a quick Google search for UE Space. You should be able to pick up the URL and you can navigate your way on UE Space to the Faculty of Humanities and Education, School of Education, and you can get access to the papers, the faculty pages, and the student research that are available online. On UE Space as well, you can get access to the UE Theses collection. These are your PhD, MPhils, and some of your MEd master's papers. And you can actually get full text if you are on campus. So you can check this out if you want to see what a thesis looks like, what previous research looks like. You can go ahead and do all of this. If you're getting problems navigating, of course, contact us. What is also available to you is the CERES, Caribbean Education Research and Information Services. This is the web page. Mrs. Petronetta Pear Robertson is our indexer documentalist, and you can get access to a number of databases that will have Caribbean material. Should you not get what you want, simply contact Mrs. Pear Robertson and she will assist you in locating Caribbean material. So what assistance can you get to the School of Education Library? Finding relevant, authoritative, and quality information. Remember that not everything on the web is free and of good quality. We now have misinformation, disinformation, and malinformation. So you would want to check with us to find relevant, authoritative, quality information. And this is where I want our lecturers not to compromise our standards and ensure that you are doing your best to get the best information out there. What assistance can you get? Becoming information literate, improving your searching skills and strategies. There is a law that says, it's a Zipf's law, I think it is. No, not Zips, it's another one, where everybody overestimates their ability to do things, in the sense that many people think that they're excellent drivers. In this case, many people think, well, I can search, I can find anything that I want. But remember, you're doing your research at a different level. For postgraduate work, you're looking for original research, you're looking for quality information. You're going to get your PhD degree on your contribution to knowledge. Therefore, you may wish to improve your searching skills and strategies. You need to learn about your information environment. Yes, I know that you already know a lot about it, but for academic purposes, there may be things that you would like to find out. So for the master's students, the MEd students, there is the DRS 6203, where in the graduate research seminars and education course, the librarians, both Mrs. Pear Robertson and I, will do a number of sessions on finding education and Caribbean resources, evaluating and referencing information using APA. We will talk about plagiarism, copyright, Google resources, and your research topics. For the MPhils and PhDs in semester 2, I will do 4 sessions on finding resources, APA, writing the lit review, and I believe last year I started a 5th session on using reference management software EndNote 20. The other item that we assist with is your thesis preparation and submission. Formatting your thesis using the UE thesis guide, citing and referencing using APA's 7th edition style. And from this year, we are no longer accepting APA's 6th edition. Every thesis is going to be in 7th edition from now on. All assignments and work should be in 7th edition. Avoiding plagiarism by citing correctly is very important, and therefore you need to learn how to reference and cite properly. This is the handout that is available online. We will talk more about this as we meet and we discuss matters. The MPhil and PhD thesis go into the campus library's thesis collection. Recommended A+ grade MEd projects do so as well. So you need to ensure that your thesis is of an international standard. So talk to me, your librarian, for guidance on finding information, formatting and referencing. And when should you do that? You should do it when you're starting research, when you're starting to write, starting to prepare your thesis, and certainly before submission. I encourage any of the lecturers who are present, who are supervisors, to remind their students, please don't send them 2 days before they submit. Often there's a lot of items that need editing, need fixing, and when you send them a week before, the stress is a lot. So I'm willing to help from the very start of their write-up, from the very start of their research. There is a formal library check when you submit for your examination process, and why I'm encouraging you to fix your formatting and referencing before you even go. Presenting your best thesis to your examiners will make a difference to your grade. I'm sure all of your lecturers can tell you, if you get a badly formatted, badly referenced paper, it affects your whole thought about how good this student really is. So I encourage you to come talk to me. This is the cover of the thesis guide. I will provide you with links to the resources here. I'd like you to just, these are our School of Education Library staff. They're all ready and willing to help. You can contact me, any of them, on the School of Education webpage. There's a list of contact information. Some of you will already have met them, and I think you all know how helpful they really are. So why use campus libraries, print and electronic resources? Not everything is on Google. Much Caribbean information is not online. The libraries pay millions of dollars for resources which are not free on the web. Postgrad work should be original and unique. And apart from your subject matter, so apart from your content, your research paradigm, your research design, how to write, your research methods, how to analyze, all of that information, how to do all of these things are available in books and material at the library. So stay in touch. You can like us on Facebook. We are going to revamp our Pinterest, our Instagram, and our YouTube channels this semester. Last year we focused on Facebook, but we're going to broaden again to other mechanisms. So please feel free to like us on Facebook, and we'll take it from there. So if you need help, need assistance, talk to us, call us, email, send in a form, use the online chat, contact me. This is my contact information. I'm going to put my email address up on the chat so you have access to it. And we do look forward to seeing you in person. And with that, I'll hand you back to Dr. Herbert. And I do look forward to seeing and speaking to all of you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Renwick. And I think what we can get from that message, of course, is don't give up. The library is there to help, and to help you from start of your journey through the middle to the end. But always remember preparation. Don't leave everything to the last minute. So thank you very much, Dr. Renwick. And I am sure the students here appreciate what you shared with them.